Good evening, ladies. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, as we are in Scuba, Mississippi tonight at Keith T. Curry Gymnasium as the #1 team in the conference and the #3 team in the conference are squaring off tonight. And their first matchup of the year that these two teams have met with each other. So we're moments away from the national anthem. We'll take a quick break. And next up will be starting lineups. You're listening to EMCC Basketball. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the action as we are just moments away from tip-off. East Mississippi comes into this one 12-3 overall record, 6-1 at home, 6-1 on the road. Last loss came to Northeast Mississippi Community College in Boonville, Mississippi. That came on Monday. Pearl River comes into this one 13-2 record, 7-1 at home and 5-1 on the road. Both of these teams still ranked in the top 25 of NJCCC rankings. East Mississippi still sitting at the #7 spot, but that's not last updated after that Northeast loss. And Pearl River comes in, and I do apologize, they are actually not in the rankings, not in the top 25 rankings. I do apologize for that. But nonetheless, on the MAC side of things, Pearl River does come in leading the MACC at the 1 spot. They're 8-0 in division play. Northeast has taken the 2nd spot now, beating East Mississippi on Monday at 7-1. And East Mississippi with their first loss against Northeast Community College. So East Mississippi at the #3 spot now at 5-1. And women on the road tonight facing the #2 MACC in the MAC, Pearl River team. And East Mississippi hoping to go on the road and get a big win there. East Mississippi women 8-7, 5-2 at home, 3-5 on the road. And the Pearl River ladies are 13-3 record, 6-1 at home and 7-1 on the road as well. So hopefully to get a win there tonight, and hopefully men can get right back on track after the tough loss on Monday coming to Northeast Community College. They only shot 18% from three-point land. Ja'Cory Smith, nor did Blake Butler have a 3 at all that game, and 42% from the field. There were 19 more field goal attempts for Northeast, and that's 38 more points that Northeast had an opportunity of taking more than East Mississippi did. Starting tonight for East Mississippi, #2, Danny Washington, #5, Nick Walker, #10, Blake Butler, #15, Kevin Henry, and #23, Ja'Cory Smith. Tipping won by East Mississippi. East Mississippi in the all whites, and Pearl River in the all maroons, I guess you could say, with gold writing. And East Mississippi has won the tip. Here's Blake Butler. Butler drives, kick back across the court to Kevin Henry. Surveying, down low to Ja'Cory Smith. He goes up strong, right hand, nice bounce. And East Mississippi leads early 2-0 in this full court press that we've seen most of the year. Pearl River breaks it with ease. Starting for Pearl River, #3, Wilkins, #4, Smith, #10, Brown, #13, Brumfield, and #14, Gross. is Smith. Smith to Gross. Gross back to Smith, surveying the floor, 10 to shoot. Gross trying to find a man down low, swings it outside to Smith. Smith to Brown. Brown with 5 on the shot clock. Here's Smith. Smith outside to Brumfield. Brumfield, he's got to throw up a long 2. That one's good. Got it to go. Nice shot taken by Brumfield. It was excellent defense from East Mississippi. But a nice one-on-one shot there from Brumfield has us tied at 2 apiece. East Mississippi also got out-rebounded. Blake Butler, he's going to try a 3. That one's no good. Rebound comes down to Wilkins. He hands over to Brumfield. Brumfield back to Smith. Feeds Brumfield. Brumfield surveying the floor. Now to Gross. Gross back to Smith. East Mississippi fires one from deep. Was Smith. That shot off the mark, no good. Here comes Danny Washington the other way. Washington hesitates into the lane. Outside to Kevin Henry, back to Washington. He's going to let go from 3. That one's good. Ring it up. Put 3 on the board. Early start tonight. East Mississippi missed its first opportunity with Butler, but a great answer from Danny Washington. Here's Smith, left wing. Guarded heavily by Kevin Henry. Picks it up. Now feeds outside to Brown. Pearl River staying on the outside of things. Gross lets one go. He answers with one himself. A carry on Gross from downtown for Pearl River. Here's Butler. Butler into the lane. Washington, top of the key, hesitates, floated into the lane. That one's good. Danny Washington has had a great year so far, averaging about 15 points a game and about 8 assists. He's been playing lights out this year for the Lions. 17-15 left to go in the first half. This one let go again from Gross outside. He bangs another one in. And Pearl River shooting it well from deep. 8-7, Pearl River leads here early in the first half. Here comes the trap look. Here's Ja'Cory Smith. Trapped again. Here's Danny. Danny into the lane again. Same shot, floater. That one's way too short. And an offensive foul called on Washington. Will be turned over. It'll be Pearl River ball. Bobcats headed the other way. Smith lost the handle there momentarily. Over to Wilkins now. Here's Brumfield. East Mississippi in this zone look. Might have to get out of it, getting a man-to-man look. They've been shooting it well. Brumfield to Gross. Gross thought about another one. Swings it down low to Winfield. Winfield outside. He finds Brown. Brown lets it go from 3. He's on target. 11-7. Pearl River hasn't missed from deep yet. Washington finds Butler. Here's Henry. Henry in the corner. Cross court to Washington. Finds Nick Walker down on the baseline. And a offensive foul. Wilkins stood there and took the charge as Nick Walker put the ball on the floor. And tough luck there for the Lions. Break the full court press that time with ease. Brown back to Smith. Smith thought about one. Swings back to Brumfield. Brumfield top of the key. This 3-2 look from East Mississippi. Smith over to Brown. Brown, Gross again, corner 3. That one time, no good. Rebound, Danny Washington after tip by Butler. Washington finds Ja'Cory Smith. Only one shot taken from Ja'Cory, and he's hit it so far. Nick Walker on the baseline, swings it back out. Got to out-rebound. It's the big thing that East Mississippi lacked last week, and that one thrown into the stands. And another turnover for Danny Washington. So back up, finds Nick Walker. Walker out to Blake Butler. Back to Ja'Cory Smith. He lets one go from 3. Trying to answer. That one's too short, no good. Butler's there to clean up the rebound. Now outside of Danny Washington to slow it down a little. Washington hesitates into the lane. Goes with his left. Nice move to the basket from Danny Washington. He has 6. Nice job by Danny Washington. This time Smith into the lane. They're going to have a late whistle on Kevin Henry. Really didn't like that whistle there on the baseline. But nonetheless, Smith is fouled on the shot. Foul against Kevin Henry. So to the line to shoot the first free throws of the evening is Earl Smith Jr., the 6'4" sophomore from Jackson, Mississippi. And he missed the first one. Our first substitution, number 11, heads to the scores table. That'll be Bryson Waller, the center, 6'9", from Cleveland, Ohio. As the first one's good from Earl, Wilkins will check out for Pearl River. Second shot good from Earl Smith. Pearl River trying to get into their full man press look here. Here's Washington. To Kevin Henry. Henry back to Washington. Washington thought about it. Hesitates into the lane. Goes off some bodies. No foul called whatsoever. Pearl River comes up with a rebound and now headed the other way. Here's Gross. Thought about it. Swings down low to Waller. Waller goes up over to Corey Smith. Shot's good. East Mississippi got to get rolling on the offense side of things and have to capitalize. Pearl River not missing many shots. Here's Blake Butler. Butler, who's his man? Henry, catch, shoot. Shot is short, no good. Rebound comes down to Gross. Brumfield hands to Gross. Gross to Smith. Smith feeds Waller down low. Waller working on Nick. He traveled, offensive foul called on Waller. Now Tremont Pittman and Brandon Darvine will check in for the first time this evening. And let's see if the Lions can capitalize on this opportunity after the turnover from the Bobcats. Nick Walker and Kevin Henry have a seat. Tremont Pittman and Brandon Darvine check in. Pittman bringing it up the floor. Goes stronger to the lane. Darvine loses the handle off the pass, and it's a turnover right off the bat. 0 Curry, and number 2, Wilkins. It'll be Jerrion Wilkins. Got Jerron Wilkins and Jerrion Wilkins. Jerrion Wilkins will be checking in. Both Wilkins on the floor. Controlling things now will be Curry. Curry swings down low to Wilkins. Wilkins back outside to Curry. Curry swings to Brown. Brown, he's going to drive baseline, pulls it back out, didn't like it. Swings over to Jerrion Wilkins. Wilkins, nice move on Butler. Step back jumper is good. Wow. Nice shot right at the free throw line from Jerrion Wilkins. And it's a 10-point lead, largest margin so far. Here's Butler, deep left wing. Trying to answer for the Lions. He drives baseline, pulls it back out, swings to Corey. Corey back to Blake. Blake drives baseline. Triple coverage, finds Brandon Darvine. Darvine can't handle the pass, goes up with it that time. That one's no good. Rebound's going to be last touch by Pearl River. And out of bounds. Last touch by Pearl River. It'll stay with East Mississippi. And he's surveying out to Tremont Pittman. Fresh 20 on the shot clock. Pittman comes off the screen. Blake Butler catch and shoot long three. That one's too short, no good. Rebound is brought down by Ja'Cory Smith. He goes through some contact. No whistle, still blowing. The only foul that's been called for Pearl River has been an offensive foul. And nice move from Jerrion Wilkins. The Bobcats answer on the fast break at the other end. And a timeout for Coach Billy. We'll take a quick break as well. 20-9 the score, about halfway through the first half. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to EMCC Basketball. Welcome back to the action, ladies and gentlemen. Coach Billy upset about the no whistles really being blowed on this side of things. Here's Daravine. And hopefully straighten out for East Mississippi. Daravine thought about a step back. Trayvon Pittman lets it go from 3. That one's way off the mark. Had to be tipped. Here comes Curry the other way for Pearl River fast. Swings it over to Wilkins. Wilkins, pull-up jumper is no good, too short. Rebound being fought for. Comes down to Blake Butler. Butler hands to Pittman. Pittman dribbling up the floor to Butler. Butler back to Pittman. Finds Daravine. Daravine faces, goes through some contact and a foul, and a blocking foul called. It'll go against Jerron Wilkins. Also, number 5 is checked in for the Bobcats is J.D. Allen. First free throw from Daravine's no good, too strong. 6 missed free throws the other night for East Mississippi. Lost by 5. Only shot 81% from the free throw line. Waller checks out, and Carlos Williams checks in for the Bobcats. Second one good from Daravine. But they lost by 5, missed 6 free throws the other night in Boonville. So if you want to start looking at the little things, you can have it down to the statistic. Curry trying to create separation on Pittman. Now catch, dribble, goes up and under on Ja'Cory Smith. There's a nice play. Nice hard drive from Jerron Wilkins. Answering on the other end, there's Daravine. Daravine pull up and throws it out. Didn't like what he had and turns it over. Too many turnovers here in this first half for the Lions. There's Wilkins, and that time thrown away. There's a turnover on the other end of things for Pearl River. It's Carlos Williams, the pass was out of reach. Nick Walker checking in for Daravine. Now Earl Smith will check in for Curry for Pearl River. This is why Pearl River is 8-0 in division play. They don't make many mistakes and shoot the ball really, really well. Use their big men right. This is where East Mississippi has to start thriving. High post, Nick Walker. He spins, goes up with it. Nice job from Nick Walker. Getting big in the post. Now needs some stops on the other end. It's an 11-point lead in favor of the Bobcats with 9:48 left to play here in the first half. Pearl River trying to find the open man. Here's Smith. Swings in the corner. Now down low to Wilkins. That one's poked away from Pittman. Lands in the hands of Danny Washington. Washington, coast to coast, floats one up. Shot is good. Danny Washington hot here in the first half. And East Mississippi, with a few steals in the last possessions, has cut it to an 8-point lead. The lead is 9, for the Wildcats. Here's Smith. Swings it over to Wilkins. Wilkins, back door. It's stolen from Ja'Cory Smith. Here's the fast break once again. Ja'Cory trying to go coast to coast. Swings, wide open corner. Danny Washington, no good on the shot. Rebound tipped. It's going to be an over-the-back foul called on Blake Butler. Tough break there for East Mississippi. Smith swings to Allen. Allen to Williams. Back over to Smith. Smith swings in the corner to Brown. Brown outside of Smith. Swinging the ball well. Deep three taken from Allen. That one's no good. Too strong. Rebound comes into Smith's hand. Tough break there for the Lions. Back over in the corner. Fires from deep. Rattles in and is good from Carlos Williams. Big answer there for the Wildcats. East Mississippi to Blake Butler. Butler penetrates the lane. Swings it to Nick Walker. Walker back out to Washington. Trying to set up the offense. Over. Nick Walker's going to let it go from 3. Way too short, no good. East Mississippi just not shooting it well, just like they were the Monday night. The last 8 minutes of this first half. Here's in the corner, another 3 taken from Pearl River. That time no good. Rebound, last touched by Williams on the baseline, and it's going to be possession EMCC. Here's Washington, top of the key, trying to get East Mississippi back going. Had some streaks where they've scored. Just got to get consistent with it. Ja'Cory Smith drives into the lane. Shot no good. Tip from Nick Walker, no good. Ja'Cory Smith stays with it. Faces turn. Shot's good. Ja'Cory Smith staying with it hard. Upset, no fouls. 4-2. 4 fouls on East Mississippi. Just 2 on Pearl River, and one of them is an offensive foul. Now in the corner, swings down to Williams. Williams, baseline jumper, way off the mark, no good. Rebound, Danny Washington. Here's East Mississippi coming fast the other way. Washington, Ja'Cory Smith wide open over here on the right wing. Now they find him. Ja'Cory Smith's going to let it go from downtown. That one's short, no good. Tremont Pittman was into the lane trying to make a play on the rebound, and it tips out of bounds. Last touch by Smith. It'll be EMCC ball. Carlos Williams checking out. So is J.D. Allen. Your starters are on the floor. And yeah, he stepped on the baseline, I do believe. Pearl River Bat had a steal and a big fast break as Washington was trying to thread a pass into Nick Walker. Washington outside of Pittman. Pittman, crossover into the lane, pull-up jumper. Nice job creating space. Shot no good. A great look from Pittman. Just couldn't capitalize. Ja'Cory Smith is also checked out. Brandon Darvine back in. Deep 3 from top of the key. It's no good. Somehow lands in Cameron Brown's hands. And Pearl River has another opportunity on the offensive end. Got to limit the second chance opportunity with the Wildcats because, with the Bobcats, because they can capitalize easily on second chance opportunities. Into the lane. There's a whistle blows on Brumfield. It's on the floor. So inbounding underneath their own basket will be Pearl River. Shot no good that time. Rebound, Blake Butler. Shot was taken from Brown. There's Blake Butler into the lane. Nice move. Kick out. Darvine, wide open 3. It rattles in and out. No good. Just can't get anything to fall on the offense side of things. Under 6 minutes to play now here in the first half. Wide open Wilkins. Wilkins back door to Brown. Somehow stays with it. Brown over to Brumfield. Brumfield pulls it back out because he was losing the handle. 10-point lead for the Bobcats with 5.5 to play in the first half. 6 to shoot. Into the lane through Nick Walker. Great shot there from Jerome Wilkins. It's a 12-point game. Pittman swings to Darvine. Now back to Pittman. Pittman on the perimeter surveying. There's Blake Butler. May try for an ISO. Calls for Nick Walker. Comes off the screen. 7 to shoot. Butler hesitates into the lane. Floats one up. Avoids the attempted charge take. It was a nice job by Blake Butler. Pulls us back in with 10. Here's Brumfield. Been controlling things ever since he got back in. Cross court to Gross. Gross swings to Smith. Smith down low to Wilkins. Wilkins trying to make a move. Outside Smith. Catch, shoot. Shot's good. (31-18) the score. with 4:15 left to play. Here's Washington, swings in the corner to Nick Walker. Walker to Darevine. Darevine sizing up his man. He spins, loses the handle in the corner, has to throw it back out. Somehow Trayvon Pittman comes up with it. Pittman into the lane, kick in the corner. Blake Butler thought it was to him. It was headed to Nick Walker over there. And another turnover on East Mississippi. Pittman will check out, and so will Nick Walker. Kevin Henry comes in, and so does Ja'Cory Smith. Now Brumfield will come out for Pearl River. And Gross will check out as well as J.D. Allen back in. And also Jerrion Wilkins. So both Wilkins brothers on the floor. Actually not brothers, I don't think. Had my head down looking at my roster. Jerron Wilkins scored that time. Pearl River adding to the lead, 33-18. Here's Henry to Darevine. Darevine sizing his man up into the lane, turns, faces, shot's good. And a timeout for Coach Billy. We'll take a break as well. It's a 13-point lead for the Bobcats. 3:26 left to play here in the first half. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to EMCC Athletics. Welcome back to the action, ladies and gentlemen, as we are fresh out of the timeout from Coach Billy with 3.5 minutes left to play here in the first half. East Mississippi down by 13. Have overcome way bigger deficits this year. There's Wilkins down low. Wilkins sizing up Darevine. He goes over top of him. Great defense. Somehow gets his own rebound, but in the scramble, Ja'Cory Smith came up with it off his foot, and a backcourt violation. I mean, East Mississippi had a chance for a fast break and just lost the handle of it.
They didn't have control of it. Right. No control.
And they reversed the call. It'll stay EMCC ball, as there really was no full possession or control for the Lions, as they call backcourt violation. They came together, conversated. And it's line ball. Here's Henry, deep left wing, surveying, top to Blake Butler. Butler swipes through fast, hesitates, pulls it back out. Trying to feed Ja'Cory Smith, and a whistle blows down there. It's finally a foul called. Ja'Cory Smith trying to go to work down there, but can't create no space. Figure he's being held down there, and he is. Bryson Waller checks in, and so does Dylan Brumfield. Jerron Wilkins checks out, and so does J.D. Allen. Washington outside to Butler. Butler comes through into the lane, through the left side, try to go over, up and under, and Waller down there. Washington comes up with a steal, though, as the bad pass from Waller. He floats one up. Shot was no good, too strong. Rebound comes down to Smith. Smith up ahead to Wilkins. Wilkins in the corner. Feeds Waller. Waller on Darevine. Goes up, and a foul. Hard to guard Bryson Waller. As the 6'9" center, who's 200 pounds from Cleveland, Ohio. So that's Brendan Daravine's first at the line now is Waller for 2. First one is good. Walker checking in for Daravine. And also Smith is checked out. Curry's checked in for Pearl River. Second one good from Waller as well. Pittman comes in for Danny Washington. There's Blake. Pittman back to Butler. Pearl River trying to create some havoc. Henry faces, goes up and under, throws some contact, and a whistle blows. It's going to go on Bryson Waller. That's his second foul. Really need Bryson Waller to get into some foul trouble. The size difference is just outrageous in favor of the Bobcats, as they'll have Jerron Wilkins come back in, who replaces Waller. I mean, he's just an inch shorter than Waller. Now number 12, Carlos Williams, who's 6'5", 261. It's a big man right there. It's the size and strength for this Pearl River team is just the big advantage. Now in a 2-3 zone look for the Lions instead of the 3-2 look. There's Curry. Back to Curry it goes. Curry, Servan picks up his dribble to Brumfield. Brumfield, Servan, back to Curry. Curry back to Brumfield. Brumfield into the lane and turns it over. Right in Ja'Cory Smith's lap. Pittman being fouled as he was trying to break away for a fast break there. That one will go on Jerron Wilkins. So Wilkins with 2 now, so that's good as well. It's the big man. Might affect that down the stretch with the foul trouble. Still a 13-point lead for the Bobcats. There's Walker to Kevin Henry. In the corner to Blake Butler. Butler was trying to find Ja'Cory Smith. He's trying to get open. Walker lets one go from deep. That one's too short. Pittman's there, though. Pittman to Butler. Butler drives, kick out. Ja'Cory Smith. 3 would have been no good, and we don't know that. But a foul called as Blake Butler was penetrating the lane. They're going to give that to number 12. That's Carlos Williams. Now Jerome Wilkins will check out. J.D. Allen back in. They abort it to Kevin Henry. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Henry hesitating into the lane. Gets his man in the air, goes up, shot no good. Rebound, thrown back in Ja'Cory Smith's hand, shot's good. Man, Lions got a little lucky there, but we'll take it. Points 11, and just under a minute to play. Smaller team on the floor for Pearl River right now. There's Brown, swings to Curry. Curry to Brumfield, back to Curry. Now in the corner to J.D. Allen. Allen finds Williams down low. Back to Allen. Allen, corner 3, good. Those Lions not moving fast enough on the defensive end for this zone look right now. So when it goes double team help on the block, they just have a hard time getting back out on the perimeter. Ja'Cory Smith catches, shot's good. 12 seconds now and running. There's Brumfield, no shot clock, 4 seconds, they'll have a hole for the last shot. J.D. Allen, step back, Curry, corner 3 at the buzzer, banks it in. Off the glass to end the first half. Pearl River leads 41-26 at the end of one. They have an explosive and shooting it from downtown with the large margin lead. As we head into the locker room, don't go anywhere. We're back after halftime. You're listening to EMCC Athletics. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. At the half, Danny Washington has 9 and Ja'Cory Smith has 8. Those are your leading scorers and your top highlights as Pearl River has the ball as we start the second half. Whistle here early. They're going to give Nick Walker a foul. Pearl River hit 8 threes in the first half, and that has been the difference maker. If you look at it, they have eight threes in a complete game all year. It's not the big shooting team. 5 to shoot. Here's Wilkins. Wilkins spins on Washington outside. Brumby, he misses. Ja'Cory Smith, Blake Butler pushing it down the floor to Ja'Cory Smith. He's trying to let it go, and it was big time tip thrown back in. Butler on the floor trying to get back fast. Brumfield back to Gross. Gross lets one go way too short, no good. Brumfield's underneath the basket, rebounds. Smith thought about it, pulls it out. 15 to shoot. Tough break there. No foul was called on Ja'Cory Smith's three-pointer. Smith spins into the lane. Shot's good. Count the basket and the foul. Just can't really catch a break right now as East Mississippi. There's nothing really going their way. Free throw Smith from Smith. Maybe a sign. It's a 17-point lead for the Lions. Henry breaks it with Blake Butler. Butler back to Washington in the corner to Smith. Smith back to Washington, surveying the floor. Pearl River in the man-to-man. Over to Blake. Blake hesitates into the lane, kick out. Kevin Henry's letting it go from 3. Good. Ring it up, put 3 on the board from Kevin Henry. Nice shot from Kevin. Hopefully starting the engine in this thing for the Lions. Second 3 of the night. Still not shooting it well like they were on Monday, but hopefully signs of life. Gross swings over to Brumfield. Brumfield down low to Wilkins. Wilkins goes up and under on Nick Walker. Shot's good. Walker badly injured on the play. He looks like he's rolled his ankle up pretty badly. That timeout for Pearl River. We'll take a break as well, checking on Nick Walker as we head to the break. You're listening to EMCC Athletics. Welcome back to the action, ladies and gentlemen, as we are fresh out of the Bobcat timeout. East Mississippi with some frustrations on the bench. Nick Walker headed to the trainer's table. Hopefully everything okay with him. Seems like a rolled up ankle. There's Henry to Washington. Swings, corner. Blake Butler letting it go from deep. That one's good. Ring it up. Put 3 on the board for Blake Butler. Signs of life. Down by 13 now. Trying to ease back into this one. Still early in the second half. Here's Smith. Smith, nice find down low to Wilkins. Wilkins turns, shot is no good. Tip around, no good. Rebound, Kevin Henry. Henry coming fast. Henry hesitates, slows it back down. Blake Butler, catch, shoot. That one's no good. Great look there from Blake Butler. Probably should have got it a little sooner. Butler really getting into his team on the side in that timeout, trying to motivate them a little bit. Now you can definitely see the spark of energy in this Lions team. Brown swings back to Brumfield. Brumfield drives in the corner. Smith takes a shot. That one's short, no good. Rebound comes down to the Bobcats. Brown was right there fighting with Ja'Cory Smith. Here's Darabine. Down low, Wilkins step back. It's blocked from Ja'Cory Smith. Smith. Very upset. Or excuse me. Smith not doing so well. So it'll stay Pearl River ball after the foul. That one thrown away. Brown and Gross got mixed up and ran into each other. It'll be East Mississippi ball. Crowd was getting into it just a minute ago, but man, really need them now. That's what you have home games for right here. East Mississippi ball down by 13. 16-20 with the play in tonight's matchup in Scuba. Here's Darabine, top of the key. Trying to find Blake Butler, picks up his dribble. Gotta get rid of it. Trying to feed Ja'Cory Smith down low, and they're bailed out. Lions bailed out by a foul right there, committed on Jerron Wilkins. Carlos Williams checking in for Wilkins. He's had his third foul. Ja'Cory Smith pump fakes into the lane, goes up, foul, shot's good! And one for Ja'Cory Smith, headed to the line to try to put us back within 10. Ja'Cory Smith, his free throw is good. 10-point game. East Mississippi in a pressure look. J.D. Allen's checked in for Gross. That one's tipped. Mishandled by the Bobcats, but regained from Wilkins. Pearl River looking very uncomfortable here as East Mississippi has all the momentum. Wilkins drives up and under, shot's good. East Mississippi headed the other way, trying to answer. Tremont Pittman hands to Ja'Cory Smith. Smith comes off Kevin Henry. Spins into the lane. Finally, a whistle blows. Didn't think one was going to blow. It was all foul there. Ja'Cory Smith shaking up a little bit on the play. Seems to be all right. He'll head to the line to shoot two. First one good from Ja'Cory. Corey's second shot is good as well. In this trap, almost had a steal, but Brumfield comes out with it. Swings to Wilkins. Swings over to Wilkins in the corner. Where's the help? Carlos comes through. Great defense from Kevin Henry. Gets the block, goes up. And a foul called. So headed to the line will be Carlos Williams. Williams, first free throw, no good, short. Williams' second one is on target. The Wildcats lead by 11. Chance to break it into single digits here for East Mississippi. Pittman gives to Ja'Cory Smith up top. Smith swipes through, backdoor cut. Pittman through the contact, no good. Ball being tipped around, comes down Carlos Williams. Tremont Pittman's got to make that layup. 15 minutes left to play. Here's Brumfield, hands off to Brown. Brown hands to Wilkins. Backdoor, Brumfield spins off the contact, fades away from the basket. Shot no good. Rebound, Ja'Cory Smith. East Mississippi rebounding a lot better here in the second half. Smith goes into the lane. Shot no good. Rebound tipped around. Daravine's there. Daravine goes up and is fouled. So he kicked it out in the corner to Tremont Pittman. Ja'Cory Smith bad shaking up on the floor. Ja'Cory holding the back of his neck. Seems to be all right. Shaking up bad on the play. There's a foul on Pearl River. Daravine checks out. Good to see Nick Walker back up and moving. He's got that left ankle taped up. But he is on the floor now. Brumfield will check out. And now you have Waller checking back in for the first time in the second half. Wilkins stays. Carlos Williams checks out. Pittman outside Ja'Cory. Ja'Cory swings to Henry. East Mississippi needs to capitalize right here. Henry, pump fakes, going off his man. Is Smith. Shot's good, it fell. Nice job by Kevin Henry staying with it. Smith back in for Pearl River after he was injured as well. So good to see him back up. Crowd getting into this one now. Smith swings in the corner to Allen. Allen up top to Wilkins. Wilkins hands over to Brown. Great defense from Pittman. Brown. Crowd getting loud. Long three from J.D. Allen. He nailed it. Timeout Pearl River, man. I mean, just a great shot there from the Wildcats. We'll take a quick break. 51-39. East Mississippi trying to crawl their way back in this one. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to EMCC Athletics. Welcome back to the action, ladies and gentlemen, as we're fresh out of the timeout. 51-39 is a big three hit there from J.D. Allen. East Mississippi ball. And Blake Butler back to Pittman. Butler, Pittman, Henry, Smith, and Walker on the floor for the Lions. The top, Pittman. Blake Butler, top of the key, pump fakes, drives, left hand, floater is in and out, no good. Couldn't get it to fall, great look. Got to go back to having great defense here. They had some great defense. J.D. Allen just made a better shot. Here's Smith. Let's sit on my roster. Smith is a 6'4" guard. It's a big guard. J.D. Allen, catch, shoot in the corner. No good. Rebound, Kevin Henry. Kevin Henry headed the other way. It's a big miss from J.D. Allen. He was wide open. Now J.D. Allen knocks that pass out of bounds. It'll be Lion ball still. Danny Washington going to check in for Kevin Henry. Henry's put in some good minutes tonight, made some great shots, and had some great defensive work, and rebounded the ball well. J.D. Allen checking out. Brumfield back in. Into Washington. Top key, Jacory back to Washington. Swings Pittman. Pittman to Washington. Washington comes off the screen hard. Dribbling outside. Pittman swing. Corner. Blake Butler for three. Good. Ring it up. Put three on the board. 9-point game. 12 and a half to play. East Mississippi staying in reach. Here's Brumfield. Comes off the screen. Hands to Wilkins. Wilkins back to Smith. Washington with great defense. That one poked away. Oh, nearly East Mississippi ball. Brumfield thought it was going to be out of bounds on him. Jerron Wilkins checking in. Trying to see who's headed out. It is Waller. Here's Brown. 3 seconds to shoot. Smith faces, it's turned over. Washington coming the other way. Washington surveying the floor. Tries to find Nick Walker. Walker has position, goes up. Foul called. Walker headed to the line to shoot two. Big free throws here. $11:53 to play here in tonight's game. Big free throws coming from Nick Walker. Walker's first one, good, right on target. Dare Vine is waiting to be checked in for the shooter, Nick Walker. Hopefully Nick makes this one. Now Jerron Wilkins will check out. J.D. Allen back in. Brown out. And also Carlos Williams in. Walker's second free throw, right on target and good. Darevine checks in for Nick Walker. Probably going to watch his minutes now since the left ankle being taped. In this press look, nice defense from Darevine, kick ball. Looking for some great pressure here for the Lions as they settle into this press look. Trying to look for a steal. In to Wilkins in the corner, finds it, Smith. Smith, fast break coming hard. Smith back to Allen. Allen, wide open shot in the corner. Shot's no good. Rebound on the floor. It's going to be kicked out by Tremont Pittman. Washington just looked like he rolled his ankle a little bit in there as he hobbled off. Maybe caught a cramp. Not really sure. Nonetheless, 51-44. Lions have crawled back into this one. Man, been a great game here in the second half. What was an 17-point lead at the half. Oh, yeah, that's a turnover. Oh, I thought Smith dropped it on the, as he caught it, as he went to pass it in. Smith, outside Brumfield. They stay safe with it. Lions in the man-to-man. Here's Williams. Back to Brumfield. Great defense from Pittman. Pittman gets a steal. It's Danny Washington's hand. Washington going coast to coast on his man, left side. He pump fakes, turns, faces. Great block from Carlos Williams. A great play from Williams there. A great job by Pearl Rivers' team getting back on defense. They just great hustle. Trying to get another stop. Smith into the lane. He traveled. Yes, sir. Too many steps. Another turnover for the Wildcats. Lions staying in this one. Here's Danny dribbling up the floor. And a whistle blows on it. It's going to be a foul committed on Brumfield. .11:04 left to play. As it feels like the tides are turning here in Scuba. And that one's thrown away. Just as I said that, here comes Smith the other way. Gives to Allen, and a foul committed on Danny Washington as he is hitting the floor hard. Washington's shaking up bad on the play. Trying to get the athletic trainer over to Danny Washington now as he's shaking up bad on the baseline. Kevin Henry's going to check in for Danny, I do believe. And both teams head to our benches. We'll take a quick break as we check on Danny Washington. Don't go anywhere. Listen to EMCC Athletics. Welcome back after the timeout. Danny Washington to his feet as he's holding his hip or lower back area. J.D. Allen makes the free throw. Waller headed to the scores table to be checked in. Second shot is good as well. And Carlos Williams checks out. So 53, it's a 9-point game, 53-44 the score. You might be without Danny Washington the rest of the game. So it'll be probably Tremont Pittman the rest of the way. Blake Butler. Butler working on his man. Crossover into the lane. Kick out. Darvine, wide open three. Top of the key. Bang! He got it! Ring it up. Put three on the board for Brandon Darvine. Here's Brumfield. Lions looking for a stop. In the corner to Smith. Smith dribbles back top of the key. Finds Waller. Waller to Allen. Allen back to Brumfield. They're trying to feed. Waller down low. Catch. Shoot from Wilkins for D. He's trying to answer. Rattles in and out. No good. East Mississippi headed the other way. Here's Blake Butler. Butler hesitates. Into the lane. Takes his man. Outside Henry. Corner. Wide open. Pittman. No good. Great look for Tremont Pittman, who works his tail off in the gym, shooting. Just hasn't had the year that he's wanted, shooting it from deep. Tank Jones checking in for Darvine. He can get physical down low in the paint down there. As Carlos Williams also checked in. Two 260-pound guys on the floor that are going to be working on them on the low post. Here's Smith. Smith gives to Allen. Allen to Wilkins. Wilkins finds Carlos Williams. Williams outside to Brown. Brown cross court. Wilkins. Wilkins Works on Ja'Cory Smith into the lane. Floater's good. Right there on the baseline. Up ahead, Henry. He goes up on Williams, and Williams with a block. No foul called. Tough look there for East Mississippi. Smith tries a backdoor, and it's turned over. So they were trying to find Jerryon Wilkins, headed the other way. Here's Pittman. 8-point lead for the Wildcats. Here's Ja'Cory. Hands to Butler. Butler back to Pittman. Pittman comes off the screen. He's going to step back, thought about it. Kevin Henry in the corner. Henry fakes right to Pittman. Top. Pittman goes into the lane. Left-hand layup, no good. Man, had the look. Just can't finish. Here's Smith. Smith hands over to Brown. Brown. And back outside to Smith to slow things down. 8.5 minutes to play. Lions have to keep getting stops on this end of the floor. Smith, top of the key, swings it. J.D. Allen. Allen down low to Williams, guarded by Tank. Williams backdoor to Wilkins, and is fouled hard. Tank had great defense. It's a nice pass from Carlos Williams to Wilkins. I think that's Ja'Cory Smith's third foul. Brumfield will check in. So headed to the line to shoot a pair of free throws will be Wilkins. J.D. Allen's checked out. It's Brumfield's checked in. Free throw is good. Coach Billy highly upset on the bench side of things. Saying Ja'Cory Smith has struggled all night long guarding this man. Hopefully things turn around a tad. Second one good. Back to a 10-point game. Here's Pittman, hands to Jones. Jones to Blake Butler. Butler, Ja'Cory Smith. Ja'Cory's going to drive into the lane. Shot is no good. Too hard off the glass. Gotta answer East Mississippi. Haven't had a bucket in the last couple minutes. Getting some stops. Just can't capitalize. Here's Brumfield. Up top to Brown. Brown to Wilkins. Wilkins finds Carlos Williams. Williams working on Tank Jones. Outside to Wilkins. Wilkins swings it to Smith. Back down low to Williams. 2 to shoot.
That's not a foul, bro.
As the shot clock was winding down, Carlos Williams had to take a bad shot. And a foul called on Tank Jones. Tough break there for the Lions. Thought it was just a simple contested shot there from Tank Jones. Free throw's good from Williams. Trying to push it to a 12-point game. Just 7.5 to play. Time running out in Scuba. East Mississippi trying to avoid their first back-to-back losses of the season. And not looking pretty right now. Butler breaks the pressure. Back to Pittman. Pittman drives, kick out. Kevin Henry for 3. That one's too short, no good. Rebound, almost lost by Pearl River. And now Brumfield headed the other way. Going to slow a lot of things down now. They're just going to waste a lot of clock, I'd have to assume. Brumfield finds Williams. Williams spins, faces, jumper, no good. Rebound, Pittman. Great defense there from Tank Jones. Here's Pittman. Thought about penetrating, pulls it back out. Over to Blake Butler. Pittman. Corey Smith's got to be careful down there. He looks like he is getting away with a hold down there. Butler off the screen. Pittman, he's going to let it go. That one's good. Ring it up. Put 3 on the board. River trying to find a little momentum now. 9-point game. Tremont Pittman finally his one. Gotta have a stop. Here's Wilkins. Wilkins, pull up, jumper, shot's good. I mean, right when we get some momentum, Pearl River answers with one. Give to Ja'Cory Smith. Smith takes the handoff, working on his man. Ja'Cory goes into the lane. That shot off the mark, no good. Tank Jones trying to come up with a rebound and can't quite do it. Too many red jerseys. Too many maroon jerseys right there in the mix of things. Pearl River headed the other way. 11-point lead for the Wildcats. Brumfield with 10 to shoot. 5.5 minutes to play here tonight in Scuba. Brumfield working on Blake Butler. Throws it up with his right hand, banks it in. And a timeout for Pearl River. They're hyped up on the bench, got all the momentum. It's a 13-point lead with 5.5 minutes to play here tonight in Scuba. Don't go anywhere after the timeout. We'll be right back. You're listening to EMCC Athletics. Welcome back after the timeout from Pearl River. As East Mississippi down by 13, 63-50 to score with just 5 minutes, 20 seconds left to play here in tonight's matchup. Ja'Cory Smith working down low, loses the handle, and now falls to the floor. Ball's loose, no whistle blows. Wilkins coming the other way for Pearl River. Corner to Brown. Brown in the corner, going to let a three go. That one's way too short, no good. Rebound, Pearl River somehow gets it back to Brown in the corner. And now out to Brumfield to slow things down with the first 20 on the clock. Here's Brumfield. Down low, Wilkins, and bumped by Ja'Cory Smith. It's going to be his fourth. Or excuse me, that's just his second. Just his second foul. Headed to the line now, and the bonus is Pearl River. That'll be Wilkins. Shot's good from Jerron Wilkins. And now Waller will check in. Waller's going to check in for Wilkins after the free throw. Shot's no good. Rebound, Ja'Cory Smith. 14-point game with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left to play here tonight in Keys T. Curry. Outside to Henry. Henry comes through the screen. Up top, Ja'Cory Smith. Pittman in the corner. Pittman throws it out to Ja'Cory Smith. Had to abort that one. There's Henry. Henry hesitates, spins into the lane, goes up and under, shot no good, way off the mark. Rebound comes down to Brumfield. And it doesn't look like East Mississippi has a clue right now of what to do on the offense end of things. Here's Brumfield working on Tremont Pittman. To Wilkins to Williams. Williams finds Jerron Wilkins. Outside to Brown. Brown pump fakes, working on Henry. Back down low. Wilkins working on his man, Ja'Cory Smith. Shot's no good, and Jerrion Wilkins trying to save it from going out of bounds. It'll be possession EMCC. Waller now checks in for Jerron Wilkins as he'll have a seat. Here's Butler, thought about it. Corey Smith. Smith gonna go into the lane and is fouled by Jerron Wilkins. So to the line to shoot to will be Corey Smith. Free throw no good from Jacory. Just not the same shooting squad in the past couple games here. It's almost like they've out of rhythm as a unit, as a team. Just not playing their best basketball. Jacory Smith's second shot rattles in. It's good. Trying to make some pressure happen. There's Wilkins. Back to Brumfield. Brumfield up ahead to Brown. Brown way up ahead. Wilkins. It's blocked from Blake Butler from behind. He gets his own rebound, goes up with it. Oh, man. Rod Wilkins cleaned up the rebound from Jerron Wilkins. Attempted dunk was swatted from Blake Butler. It was a nice block from Butler. Unfortunately, nobody else for the Lions was back on defense. Pittman to Darivine. Darivine thought about it. Kevin Henry now. Henry, top. Pittman swipes through, pulls it back out, hesitates, crossovers into the lane, outside, Henry, shot is good. Shot's good from Kevin Henry for three. 2:52 left to play here. East Mississippi down by 12. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to EMCC Athletics. Welcome back to the action, ladies and gentlemen. Fresh out of the timeout, East Mississippi trying to set up into their press look. Try to force a steal here. Wilkins gets it into Smith. Smith blows past Darivine, way up ahead, court, and shot's good, and a foul committed by Jacory Smith. Jerron Wilkins finishes at the rim. Headed to the line and trying to finish out a three-point play. Will be Jerron Wilkins. Goes good. They answer with a three-point play after Kevin Henry's big shot made from downtown. Here's Butler. Butler working on his man into the lane. Nice find. Darivine slams it in. Got to get into that press look fast. There's Wilkins. Wilkins way up ahead to Brown. Got to have some stops. A bunch of them. Here's Brumfield. Swings it over. Now top to Jenkins. Wilkins, excuse me. Smith's going to let one go from deep. That one's no good. Rebound tipped out, and the Wildcats have it. That's the problem. Too many second chance opportunities. Can't rebound as a unit. Nobody really boxing out. Everybody just sitting underneath the goal. And that pass deflected. It's going to be a last touch by Brown, headed the other way. It will be East Mississippi with a $1.50 left to play in tonight's matchup. Waller will check in for Wilkins, Deron Wilkins, on the Pearl River side of things. Still down by 13. Butler walks up the floor. Crossover, hesitates, swings it. Pittman thought about it. Now spins, swings in the corner. Kevin Henry pump fakes. Outside to Pittman. Pittman in the corner one more time. Darivine back to Pittman. Nobody's shooting, wasting too much time off the clock. Takes a bad shot, but no good. Rebound Ja'Cory Smith. Smith goes up, shot no good. Whistle doesn't blow at all. There's no fouls on the play until just now. And Ja'Cory Smith holding his right ankle in pain. Nobody there to come help Ja'Cory Smith up either. Now gets help from Darivine to his feet. Elijah Newsom will check in for Brendan Darivine. Ja'Cory Smith will check out. Tank Jones checks in. And it was a whistle against East Mississippi. Terrion Wilkins to the line is the double bonus. So we have two opportunities. First one's good. Second one good as well. And I can just about put this one on ice with a $1.21 left to play. East Mississippi down 71-56. Butler swings to Pittman. Tank Jones, back door, nice find. Elijah Newsom, Kevin Henry in the corner. Henry back to Blake. Blake trying to create some space. Spins, jumper is good. Haven't seen much of that. No Blake Butler ISOs, not a lot of them at least, in just a minute and 4 seconds to play with a timeout on the floor. We'll take a break as well. 71-58 your score here as we come to a conclusion of tonight's game in Keys T. Curry Gymnasium. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to EMCC Athletics. Welcome back to the action, ladies and gentlemen, as it'll be Pearl River ball. As we come to a conclusion to this one in tonight's game, EMCC looks like they're going to drop their second one in a row and fall to 5-2 in division play. There's a trap in the corner. Up top to Brown to Brumfield. 9 seconds to shoot. Back to Brumfield. Brumfield into the lane, and a foul committed on Tremont Pittman. Brumfield to the line. First one's no good. Second one's good from Brumfield. Makes it 72-58, 37 seconds left. Bring it up the floor is Blake Butler. corner. Pittman's going to let a three go. That one's no good. Rebound, Tank Jones. Tank Jones goes up and is fouled. So he'll head to the line to shoot two. First one no good from Tank. Second one good from Tank Jones, and I do believe that's going to do us. Has no shot clock. As final here, 72-59. Pearl River comes to Scuba tonight and gives East Mississippi their second loss in division play, their fourth loss of the year, and second straight loss. And final score 72-59 as we've hit triple zeros. Pearl River shot the ball really, really well tonight, and that's totally unlike them. They usually use their big men, but they were able to do it all tonight. Final score 72-59, and that is it. Lights out from Keys T. Curry Gymnasium.